Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking on the red zone stage, the second red zone stage of the GT section, and that is against Luud. So basically Luud has two phases. So Luud has the first phase, which is against him when he's chilled, and then the second phase where he's a big angry man when he's pan, when he is, well, absorbed pan, I should say. So there are only two phases. In both phases, he's immune to stunning and sealing. And in the first phase, he's immune to attack lowering and defense lowering. In the second phase, he's immune to attack lowering. And he raises his attack for every attack that he does. He also in the first phase will massively lower your defense with his super attack as well. What I am rocking here is I am rocking the Ginyu Force team. I'm going to use him for a second time and then change things up for the next round against Rildo. But yeah, basically going with the Ginyu Force team here. Pretty stock standard affair. Ginyu Force team, Planet Namek Saga hybrid build. With the Captain Ginyu leading the team alongside trusty LR Frieza, and of course also running a pretty solid Ginyu based lineup. Now, just as a full heads up, in terms of kind of this event itself, he's pretty tanky. If I can note anything, it's that Luud is pretty tanky as a unit. He generally, has a decent amount of health. I mean, as you can see, we're doing type effective attacks with Captain Ginyu, and there's some pretty chunky ones, and we're doing decent damage, but he does have quite a sizable amount of health. So what I suggest, or what I would suggest anyone, is to bring a bit of a high damage orientated build. Luud is kind of the unit that hits very hard with his super attacks, so units that have evasion and crit are going to be very good. So like a unit like AGL MUI Goku is going to be very, very good here, because he's got the chance to evade a lot of super attacks, and he'll also do a lot of damage with his crits. In terms of overall kind of build, I decided to bring Jace for this one. For the Legic fight, I utilized obviously Gildo, but he doesn't have type advantage anymore, so I thought I'd bring Jace just to replace Gildo. Chase also is pretty good. His defense can get to a pretty decent size, about 180k, but he also brings the ability to foresee super attacks, which is something that's going to be very useful in a stage when you are fighting a boss that does the majority of his damage through super attacks. So by us taking on Legic, by us taking on Luud, it's actually great that we can see his super attacks, because that's where we know we're going to end up taking quite a bit of damage. Now, of course, I also brought third form Frieza. He does take a little bit of time to build up, but I still really like him, at least for these early stages, pairing alongside the LR Frieza. I will probably at some point switch out third form Frieza and just bring second form Frieza. Not second form, sorry. I will bring the transforming Frieza, the tech one. Mainly because he brings a lot of healing, and his defense can get really, really high as long as he supers every turn. And because of the rate at which these events start off, I will probably be bringing that Frieza, and you're going to see him probably in the next stage when it comes out against Rildo, because yeah, it is definitely going to be something, at least for me, that'll be quite a lot of fun. But yeah, overall, I think for the most part, this fight against Luud is pretty chilled. Obviously, we have a lot of AGL damage for the second phase. So we've got both Captain Ginyus, we've got the LR Frieza, who's going to do a fantastic amount of damage. We do have this Ginyu Force, the physical LR. They do more than fine. I've built them majority crit, so they do hold down the fort relatively well, crit-wise, so that's honestly more than fine. And yeah, just in general, everything's alright. Everything seems to be okay. We handle everything more than fine. Obviously, like I said, this Third form Frieza, he's probably our weakest link at this point. He takes a little bit of time to build up, but for the most part we're more than fine. The kind of boost that he gives to the AGL Frieza is very, very good, so I'm not too concerned about it. As you can see, the multiple super attacks from this Frieza are kind of doing a lot of good work, so I'm not too concerned about anything really. I might switch up to Android's team just to spice things up, because obviously this team, it's really, really effective, but I think it's always good to change up the teams, show various team builds, and yeah, just give people some good ideas. So this is the second time we're using the Ginyu Force, and because I'll probably be using them for some of the harder stages as well with a bit of alterations, I think it will be best to kind of give them a bit of a break, put them onto the bench and just kind of take it from there. But Ginyu is going to carry a lot of the workload. He would have carried the workload even if we weren't fighting a strength type, because of his attack effective against all types. So realistically speaking, he handles everything really, really, really well. Defensively, more than fine. Nice big damage, and we also have the heal from his exchange skill if we do need it. So yeah, Ginyu looking really, really solid here and doing a fantastic job. So for the most part, if you are looking to build for this, Luud is obviously only physical and strength type. So I highly suggest bringing a team of AGL types and obviously bringing a team of strength types. You will then have no disadvantages really in terms of typing, and you'll have pretty decent type advantage throughout the majority of the stage. Beyond that, I suggest bringing evasion, because he does build up his attack. He can lower your defense a lot with his super attack in the first round. Other than that, probably better off doing something like damage reduction. But yeah, here right now in this situation we're fine. We're going to finish off Luud with Frieza anyway. Frieza's going to bust out a huge attack stat and get a follow-up attack anyway, so Luud is going to go down, and pretty easily as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So thanks guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll appreciate a like or a comment if you do want to, but otherwise it's not entirely necessary. Let me know how you guys are finding the Ultimate Red Zone. Are you finding it difficult? Are you not finding it difficult? Have you tried it yet? I know for a lot of people it's something that's really scary. The first couple stages are not as difficult as some of the others, but it can still be very challenging for some players, so I completely understand that. Collecting the tickets and the stones, and yeah, that is it for this stage. So that's all the current Red Zone stages. We will address more of them in the future, but that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, as always, thank you, and bye.